Okay, pretty cool Outfeed stand here. I don't quite think you could call this a table. So if you're like me and you have a shop that you kind of transform from one thing to another, sometimes in my shop I'm using it for woodworking or working on my motorcycle or maybe changing oil in a car, whatever I'm doing, but I can't leave the wood equipment set up all the time. So one of the things that I haven't had is something to easily, let the wood land on when you're pushing it out the end of the table saw. So I found this thing is about $49. It's called a Ridgid, what's it called? Flip top. The top actually has some positions. You can pull a pin out and change it, 45 degrees. I don't know what you'd want to do that for. I want to just keep it parallel to the floor. But anyway, it's a real simple little stand. The legs simply collapse like that, so you can store it. You open it back up, just very simple. Set it down. It's got a handle, just up and down wherever you need it. Now obviously, unlike a traditional outfeed table that's pretty wide, so you push boards across, you don't really have to move it. Once it's set up near the table saw, it kind of accommodates all lengths of boards you may push to it. Where with this, you don't quite get that benefit. You may have to go behind the table saw and put it a little closer or a little bit further away depending on the board. But for me, in my applications in my shop of transforming it from one thing to another and being able to put this up when I'm done and get it out of the way, moving it back and forth from the saw a little bit depending on the length of material I'm cutting is not a big deal. So for me, this thing has been awesome. And if you're looking for a easy solution and you don't want to quite dedicate the space to a full outfeed table or just don't have the room, this Ridgid Flip top outfeed stand, I wouldn't quite call it table. I think you'll like it and enjoy it, and it'll make your life a lot easier on the table saw.